5, CA Mohammed Ihsan ji.
Hello.
Yes, Ishan.
Am I audible and is my screen
Yes,
visible?
you are. Yeah, you are audible. Yeah, your screen is also visible.
Okay, just a second. Let me minimize this. Okay.
Your time starts now.
Okay, so my name is Mohammed Ihsan. My topic is automating client communication and building a client portal for balance reconciliation. So I have split this into 3 different projects. In the first project, it is about auto-generating and emailing invoices and payment reminders to clients directly from Google Sheet data using app script feature in the Google Sheet. And in project 2, it is about emailing documents to clients directly from OneDrive using N8N. And in project 3, it is about building a website using Lovable where customers can view their outstanding balances fully synced in real time with Google Sheet using N8N. So let's jump. So in this presentation, my area of focus will be on project 1 and 3, but I'll provide a brief overview on project 2 due to time limitation. So let's start with project 1. In project 1, first we have to prepare the columns in the Google Sheet. So prepare columns such as invoice date, client name, invoice number, whether the invoice was sent, whether first reminder, second reminder was sent, and so on. So after that, send the prompt to ChatGPT. So this is my prompt. So I'm not getting into detailed explanation on the prompt because it is self-explanatory. And in any case, you will have this on ICAI AI portal uploaded later on. So I'm just going to copy this prompt. It's basic prompt. Like there is it's self-explanatory. So while the code is being generated, I'll show you what to do next. So click on extensions. Like right now, you can see the invoice send has not been marked as yes for this one, and the payment reminders also has not been marked as yes for this. So open extensions, click on app script. So when you open app script for the first time, you'll have to click on few allow access buttons. So this is the place where we'll paste your code. So ChatGPT has generated the code. Now paste this over here, click on save, and then click on run. You can see it's being executed. And once it's executed, you can see it has been marked as yes. Now let's check the email to see whether it has been actually sent or not. So here you can see the email has been sent with reminders and the invoices also. So here you can see it has been sent in a PDF format. You can give a sample PDF if you want it to be in a specific format also. So that's about project 1. Now let's move to project 3, client portal with a live balance view. So this is my prompt for Lovable. So I'm using Lovable instead of ChatGPT this time because Lovable can create lengthy code. Also, it has the feature of automatic website deployment. So I don't have to rely on any external providers such as GitHub or Netlify. So this is my prompt. So I'll paste this inside Lovable. So I'm pasting it. So while it is being generated, we have to build a workflow automation using N8N, which will send the data from Google Sheet to my website. So I have to build a workflow automation for that in N8N. N8N is a different AI where you can build workflow automations. So create a workflow and select HTTP method as post, because when the client logs in through the website, it will send the client's code, client's login ID to the N8N. So it will post it over here. So select method as post, and for the path, you have to send the path same as what you had defined in the prompt. So in this prompt, the bottom part of this prompt is basically the desired output format and what my website should look like and things like that. In the top part, I have defined the URL. So this URL I have defined in the prompt should match with what is in the N8N. So the path is same as what we have. The last part of the URL is the path. So when you paste the path, your URL here and in the prompt will look the same. It will be the same. And in respond option, select using respond to webhook option, because your data in the Google Sheet will be sent as a response. So select it as a respond to webhook. Now connect it with Google Sheets. So I have kept invoice and receipt in 2 different Google Sheet, as you can see over here. So I have to add 2 Google Sheets. So one for invoice and one for receipts. Select get rows in sheet and select the sheet name. So we have selected both the sheets. Now merge all this data using the merge node. Select number of inputs as 3. Now connect all of this to this one, to the merge node. So this will merge all the data. Now add a code node because we want the output in a desired format. So the code node will take care of it. So we will ask ChatGPT for the code node. So here is my prompt for that. So this is also self-explanatory. I have just basically defined my workflow structure and my desired output. So I'll just copy this. And paste it in ChatGPT. So after the code node, the next node is respond to webhook node. Let ChatGPT generate the code for this one. So here select JSON and then type $JSON over here and click on add option, respond code as 200. And let's paste the code in the code node. Oh, it has given 2 different responses. Okay, let's copy this one and let's paste it inside the code node. Now you have to add a filter in the Google Sheet node to make sure that first let's do a test run. Let's see whether this has been created or not. I'll have to refresh, I think. I think it's a little bit slow right now. So let's do one thing. Let's paste the prompt again. It has gotten slow right now. So while it is generating the code, I will provide a brief overview on project 2. So here is project 2. So what it does is it auto email documents to clients directly from OneDrive using N8N. So let's say I have files with specific client code as its starting point, like if your TTA is the client code. So if I paste this in my OneDrive and I run the workflow, it will automatically email the concerned client by checking in the Google Sheet for the email and the client code. So here it is a different workflow. So I'm just going to provide a brief overview on that one. So if I click on execute workflow, as you can see, 2 items have been selected and it is going to send it as an email. So if I go to my Gmail, you can see it has been sent. It has been sent. You can see that. So let's see if our code for the code has been generated. Now,
Sanji, last 2 minutes.
okay. Yeah. So if I click over here, click on view statement, I will click on execute previous node and click on add filter because we have to filter the client. Select client code. Because I will have to refresh again. It doesn't usually happen. Okay. Okay. So now you have to drag this from here, the client code. Do the same thing for receipt also. I click on add filter. Client code as the filter. Paste this over here. That's it. Now your workflow is ready. Now click on execute workflow. Enter the client code. As you can see, it's being executed. And you can see the it sends data like in a bank statement, and you can even make it advanced. You can even add PDF, so like how you can see in a bank statement. Also, you can use the same kind of logic for building different use cases. Like you can put in your Google Sheet the data, like whether the GSTR filing of specific clients has been done, IT filing, TDS filing, and so on. Like you can put for the several clients, and your each specific client can log into their website and see specific client data rather than seeing every client's data. You can also use the webhook feature for several other things also, like you can do something like automated bank statement uploading to Google Sheet in real time. That is another thing you can do with webhook. I mean, I am not going into much details on this topic because we don't have much time. Maybe in another round, if I make it, we can. It's something I would like to discuss on. So yeah, that's it. So I'll provide a brief conclusion. So we have created 3 projects. First one is auto emailing and generating invoices and payment reminders. Second one is auto emailing documents to clients directly from OneDrive. And third one is building a website using Lovable. So yeah, that's it. I had to rush it because there was a lot of content and there was very little time to finish.
Yeah, thank you, Ishan. It was a nice presentation. I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
First of all, what would be the trigger point to run this workflow? Because I have seen that you have to first log into N8N. The way you have
Yeah,
presented
yeah,
to us, let me complete. Let
yeah,
me
yeah.
complete.
Okay,
Then you
okay.
have to go to execute workflow. Then you have to drag and drop certain fields. So being a being
Yeah,
a
yeah.
being a common chartered accountant who is not technically savvy, right? Who is
Okay,
dependent on AI and tools like that. So how
okay.
this entire gamut will run on its own? My first question is this.
Okay, so you can see a button here. It is inactive right now. So I just have to click on active. Now,
Mm-hmm.
after that, it will do on its own. Like the common trigger point is that in the webhook node, I have see this URL. So this URL I have provided in my prompt to Lovable also. So as you can see in my prompt, the same URL is over here. So when someone logs into the website and enter their client code, it will send the client login ID to my URL. So that's the trigger point. From the website, it will call the webhook, and from the webhook, it will go to my Google Sheet and it will filter the client code based on the client code I have provided, and then it will start executing.
So let's say I'm a chartered accountant who has no knowledge
Mm.
about N8N, right? So
Mhm.
how much time do you visualize that being a chartered accountant who doesn't have any knowledge about N8N? So how much time will he take to actually create this workflow for the very first time?
Okay, for the very first time, so I'll tell you how I did it for the very first time. So I didn't have much knowledge. Like I just joined the AI course in April, last April, and I started from there only. So I think for someone who's very new, they'll have to start with simple workflows. Maybe after some simple workflows, if they want to do something like this, they can just learn from ChatGPT. I would say maybe if they have this picture in mind, then they can just ask ChatGPT like the node structure and everything, and ChatGPT will help with that. Like what should be first node, what should be the second node. So I just learned this maybe last week. No, last week.
That's okay, but still my question has not been answered. I'm trying to know in numbers, 1 week, 1 day, 1 hour, 1 month. You have given me the idea that how I can go about it, How can I learn
Okay.
it? And that's how I
Okay.
do it also myself. So
Okay.
being a
Okay.
being
Okay.
a newcomer, being a newbie, so how much
Yeah.
time did you take? Let's talk about you. How much time actually
Okay.
did you take to actually create this workflow? Did you were you
Oh,
able to do it in 1 hour, or were you, because even though you have shown the entire workflow in the neck only 10 minutes, but I believe
okay.
lot of preparation must have gone before presenting it before us. So how much did you uh, take time to create this workflow for the very
Oh,
first time? Did you take one hour? Did you take 2 minutes,
mm.
2 hours? How much of the time did you take actually?
I think I took like 2 to 3 hours for 2 days.
Okay, okay. And why N8 and why not UiPath or Zapier?
Because Zapier is much more costly and this is more smooth.
Okay.
Zapier is very costly compared to this one.
And what about UiPath?
UiPath, I have not tried it.
Okay, okay. Any question from you, Akhil and Dhavalji, please?
Yeah,
One quick
Ihsan.
question.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dhavalji, you can go ahead.
Yeah, one quick question, Aman. If you just come to that lovable where you showed that client would log in and can access their own
Yeah, yeah,
documentation as
yeah, yeah,
well. So,
yeah.
I would just wanted to understand, let's say if I am sharing a lot of confidential data also with my client, if I keep those data, let's say in my drive, and let alone they be accessing this on the login basis, and then they can take out data wherever they want, whenever they would want. That is what exactly
Okay.
you are trying to say here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And how does this confidentiality of the documents or maybe the data privacy will be handled with this connectors?
So each client will be able to see only their data, but N8N will process the entire thing. But each client
No,
will
my
be
question is
able
not
to
from
see.
the client. My question is
Okay.
not whether the client one will get an access to the client two. My question
Okay.
is my data confidential if I upload that in my drive and do these connectors? Would any third party can access my data as well?
No, no, no. I mean, I think N8N could access, but other than that, I don't think so. But N8N is widely used, like how
So
Google and everything is used.
the database where I'm creating the backend database where all this database will be saved and then will be published to the client at the time of the login. So that data
Yeah.
will get stored in their database as well, right?
No, it doesn't get stored in the website database. It is real
Have you
time, like
explored?
when.
Yeah, have you explored if they get an access to the data also?
No, 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 no. They won't get access to the data directly because this data, when I close this, it is over. But when a new client opens the code, it runs the workflow in real time. It doesn't get stored anywhere.
Okay, but you have to give the then access to the drive, right? So they have to at all point in time they will always have an access to your drive as an NATM.
Yeah, Nathan will have access. That's true.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ihsan, one question from my side, similar to Dhavalji. What he said
Okay.
is a client is able to enter a client code and is able to access the data, invoices, and whatever you told. So, is there any check on that part whether another client can enter another code and get all the details of another as well?
Yeah, so for different clients, we will have different client code.
No, no,
So,
that is okay. But see,
uh,
I'm a person who know,
mhm,
let's say, my friend who is also
mhm,
my chartered accountant's client. So I know his client code or let's say PAN number because I have to display the GST number and everything. So in
mhm.
that case, do we have a check of something similar to date of birth or that?
No, no, no. I haven't added anything like that here because it would take the code to generate much more time. So if we are trying to build something for real, then we can add much more security to it.
Okay. And can you tell the pricing of NATM as well if you are
Yeah,
using
and
the
yeah. N8N is like a 14 days trial. You will get like 1,000 executions for free in a new account. So after that, you will have to pay monthly 20 euros. And for this 20 euros, that's like 2,000 rupees, I think. And for this 2,000 rupees, you can do 5 different workflows. So let's say you have 5 clients, then you will be just sharing the price between the 5 clients, 2,000 rupees.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you.
One last
Mhm.
question.
Okay, sir.
This trigger, I mean, is it always active? So as soon as I enter that website, automatic
Mm.
gets triggered, or is there any time lag in that?
Yeah, so it gets yeah, it gets triggered automatically for this workflow. But if it's the auto emailing one, I have set the trigger as like daily ones, like every day. There is option for every minute, every hour, but that would make it more costly. So every day is more practical for that one. So for that one, there is like it is time-based trigger. But for the webhook one, it is always active. There is no time-based because it has to be on real time, right? When the client logs in the website, it should be on real time, right? So it is active all the time. But for the other one, where the auto emailing one, it gets triggered only once in a day. That's how I set it up, and we can select the time also, the time and minute at which we want to execute it.
This auto email, didn't you show this project also in the prelim?
No, that is a completely different one. It's I don't have it saved. It's not connected to OneDrive or anything. It was a little bit different one.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ishanji. You may stop sharing the screen. We now